The definition of a path has many meanings: a trodden track or way, a roadway, a route, a course of action or conduct. It can mean the course or direction in which something moves. A path can mean a way of life. It could also mean an itinerary. Now, what if this path is not straight? It could be bent or curved. It could be raised to one side or uneven, winding, twisting, and turning. Isn't that what life is? An ever-changing path that we all follow in our own way and on our own terms? Come and join me, and together we can start walking the crooked path. Welcome, everyone, this wonderful Beltane afternoon to Walking the Crooked Path. I am your host, Raven Wings, and today I have a very special guest with me. I have Cyprius Sky. Oh, Cyprius Sky.
Hi, everyone.
Yes, there is Cyprius now. She is a psychic medium, a clairvoyant, a healer, a teacher, a life coach, a guide, a craft maker, a spell worker, a potion maker. She creates blessed items and much, much more. She can hear and see up to 10 years in the future. She can feel your emotions. Great part of being an empath, let me tell you. She can see your past and connect you with angels and your guides as well as your loved ones. And she is also a messenger for the arcs and a server of the divine. So welcome to Walking the Crooked Path. Cyprius, how are you today?
Thank you. I'm doing very well. I'm actually outside and smelling the fresh air and enjoying this beautiful spring day. It's warm here in Atlanta.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. You're in Atlanta. I was thinking you were in Jersey, but you're from Jersey, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So you're on the same time zone as me then. Okay. I wanted to know, how old were you when you started to realize that you had this gift?
Well, I would say that the psychic medium ability, I don't really call it psychic medium. I call it more of a seer, because I tend to see everything that exists or whatever's being manifested. I can see auras and the energies and everything. That started since birth. I've always been different since birth. I was actually a twin, and my twin brother was stillborn.
Okay.
So I have this thing where, I guess in the physical world, it's diagnosed as a personality disorder, but in the spiritual world, I basically have two souls in one body.
Mm-hmm.
So I can basically switch my brain from female to male, and that started around 13.
Oh, wow.
And that's when everything else, just blew up, one after the other. They don't even let you prepare. It just sneaks up on you.
Wow. See, I can't see auras. That is something I wish I could do. I would love that ability. That would be an amazing ability.
Have you ever practiced in the mirror? They say to always focus on the tip of your nose or the tip of your ear.
Really?
And then you'll start to see you'll start to see the thin lining around your body.
I will have to check that out. I'm going to actually have to check that out because I thought that would be so cool. Being an empath, I feel everything, but just the whole thought of being able to see an aura would be really, really cool. Can you explain to our listeners what a psychic medium is?
A psychic medium. Well, a psychic is someone who is strongly trusting their intuition, and they are very connected to their conscious voice and their gut feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever you feel or visuals you get in your mind usually are not doing you wrong if you trust it. If you're the type to question your feelings or your thoughts of whatever pops in your head, then it's not going to connect with you, and you wind up becoming wrong on your answers.
So second-guessing yourself is a bad thing. Yeah. So it's more of an intuition type of thing.
Yes, it's all about your tuition and your pineal gland and your feeling. A lot of people don't know your conscious voice is actually your angel, your guide, speaking to you. But they speak to you in your tone of voice so that they don't scare you. See, if you hear somebody else's voice in your head, you're going to think you're going crazy.
Right. They have medication for that.
Exactly. So they use your tone of voice to ease you because it's your voice. So a lot of people need to learn how to trust that voice in their mind that's speaking to them.
That makes sense. That really does make sense. Now you are
tricky though.
Yeah, yeah. Because trusting your gut feeling, if you've trusted it before and you were wrong, you tend to not trust your own self anymore. Yeah,
and your brain tends to either be your best friend or your worst enemy. So you have to learn to figure out which side your brain is working with, the light or the dark side. Is it your dark side or your light side that's coming out?
Now you have to learn how to control your brain too, I'm assuming. You know what I mean? Like through meditation and stuff like that in order to be able to do that. Because I have one of those brains where I go to bed and, I can come up with thoughts from, when I was 6 years old. For some reason, that's when my brain wants to, hey, let's go think about, what happened when you were 6. I'm like, no, I want to go to sleep. Yeah. Yeah, meditation doesn't
stop. Sometimes I actually want to beat it in because it doesn't stop thinking.
Yeah.
I'm the type of person, I'll see a gum on the floor and I want to know who put it there, why is it there, why is it pink? I need answers for everything. I think that's what helps my abilities get so strong, is that I go crazy without answers.
Yeah, you question everything.
Yes.
Yeah, not a bad thing. Not a bad thing.
No, it expands your mind to so many different types of people and their beliefs, and you grow every day. It's amazing.
That is a good thing, and they always say, learning is power. Knowledge is power. Yeah. So the more you learn, the more power you gain for yourself.
Yep.
So I
learned also, if you deny criticism from people, it's basically considered an ego issue. When someone is correcting you, it's to actually make you a better person. And a lot of people take offense to it. But really what they don't realize is when you get defensive, that's an ego issue. And ego is usually what stops you from being spiritual or evolving.
That's a good point. Constructive criticism never hurt anybody.
Exactly.
Now, you're also a clairvoyant. So what exactly does a clairvoyant do?
I'm going to be honest with you. I think a clairvoyant and a medium are kind of the same.
Okay.
And I believe that they come with the abilities of an empath. If your empathic abilities keep growing, eventually you will be a medium. Because not only are you going to feel vibes, you're going to feel vibes of the dead, not just the alive. So that starts off the mediumship. Like, have you ever been happy and just walked in a room and all of a sudden you were like in deep thought and sad, or you don't even know why you felt a certain way? It wasn't your feelings.
Yes.
Those are you feeling the spirit world.
I never even thought of that.
You could either be feeling the spirit world, or you could be feeling whoever's in that house.
Yeah. Well, I know Walmart and grocery stores and stuff like that are just a nightmare. They're just a nightmare.
I don't do well in clubs. I'm only 28, so all my friends always want to go out, and I'm just like, nope.
Yeah, no.
Like socks and robes.
Yep. I can listen to music at home and dance at home and have a drink at home. Yeah, my daughter is now, she's actually your age, my oldest daughter. And she used to always go to clubs when she was younger, but now that she's older, she's found that, it wasn't as much fun as she thought it was when she was younger.
Really, I always say, like, why would you pay money for a drink and stand all night?
Yeah.
I'd rather sit down on a couch, conversate with people, not just stand there with your drink and then people are spilling their drink on you, dancing on you, and bumping into you.
Plus, you have people fighting and drunk, stupid people, and
Exactly.
That's an empath's nightmare right there.
I feel like you set yourself up for failure for that one.
Exactly. Now, you're also a healer. What methods do you use for your healing? Because I know a lot of people do Reiki or crystal healings or, stuff like that. What methods do you use for your healings?
Well, see, the thing is there's a lot of different ways of healing. Everybody knows that.
Oh, yeah.
My way of healing is listening to others and giving them my advice.
Okay.
I don't heal energy like Reiki. I don't do Reiki. I do love to manifest with candles. When, like, somebody is ill or something, I always light a candle for them. And then the next day they get that strength that they need.
So you do the candle magic type of stuff then?
Yes, I love candles. They're everywhere in my house.
Oh, yes. You can't go wrong with candles. You just can't.
No. And I notice when sometimes people just want somebody to listen to them and give them steps on how to handle a situation they're stuck in, or they need clarity because someone's not being honest or whatever, that's when I come in and I do the soul healing. So my type of healing is actually healing broken souls or the lost souls.
See, now that's awesome. I think that's awesome. And you don't hear about a lot of people that do that. It's mostly, okay, energy healings with crystals or Reiki or whatever the case may be, which is great for your physical being, but a lot of us need emotional healing. So, you know, that's, yeah.
Because the emotional is actually tied into the physical. If you feel like, you know, if you deep inside feel like crap, you're going to physically feel like crap.
Mm-hmm.
You know, whatever you're feeling inside manifests into your physical body.
Exactly. And I've always said that you have to heal your mind, your spirit, and your body all at the same time. Otherwise, you know, and that has to do with chakras too. A lot of people don't realize that if your mind and your spirit are not aligned, your chakras in your body won't align either.
Yeah. I have a lot of friends that actually like eat organic and go to the gym every day, and they're like these gym rats.
Mm-hmm.
And they actually think they're being awake. And I'm like, no, it takes a lot more than your physique.
Yes.
You got to go inside your body, your vessel.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I totally agree with that.
It really matches their looks. Like, what a disappointment.
Right? Exactly. It's like, yes, you know, it's great that you look beautiful, but just because, you know, you look beautiful on the outside doesn't mean you have a beautiful soul.
Exactly.
Yep. So, all right, we are going to take a short break right now to listen to some of our wonderful sponsors. And when we come back, I have way more questions for her. So don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Looking for that special item for your mantle or that one-of-a-kind gift for the love of your life? Visit us at Sleeping Griffin. We offer many items from pyrography to metaphysical supplies. Choose one of our regular designs on a keepsake box, crystal grid, or even design your own. Need a little help with your practice? Choose from our selection of organic, hand-mixed binding salts. Come and see our Etsy shop at Sleeping Griffin or visit our website at sleepinggriffin.net, where spirituality and functionality come together.
Are you looking for something special? For something more than mass-produced and ineffective magical wares? Then let me tell you about Beau Magique, with their wonderfully unique magical wares carefully handcrafted in small batches. From her charged waters using artisan well water gathered under the full moon, to their authentically crafted conjure and anointing oils, powders, and more. All handcrafted by Reverend Terry Brookins, using old and new recipes and super secret sources to be able to share her own brand of magic with everyone. Visit beaumagique.com. That's BEAUXMAGIQUE.com. Visit today. This is what you've been looking for.
And welcome back to Walking the Crooked Path. I am your host, Raven Wings, and today my special guest is Cyprius Sky, and we are talking about all kinds of stuff. So if you do miss anything, just, don't worry about it. I will have it all recorded later and up on the YouTube site, which, by the way, guys, we would love it if you go to the YouTube site and check out the videos there. There are videos from all of us. This is the Pagan Business Network YouTube site. There are videos from all of the hosts from all of the shows. So subscribe to the channel if you can and start giving us some thumbs up and, making comments on the videos, because we are really trying to build that up a little bit more so that it will get out there so more people can, hear us and get the radio station out there. And we want more listeners and stuff. So, but yeah, we were talking about your healing methods because you work with healing more than just the body. You work with the soul and stuff.
Yeah.
You're also a life coach and a teacher. How do you work all of that in? How does all that work?
Okay, well, the life coaching actually is a pretty interesting story. I'm raised from Newark, which is a really bad area in New Jersey.
Okay.
The crime rate is really high over there.
Mm-hmm.
And the life coaching started with trying to make, I wouldn't know what to call them, really, survivors. They're survivors over there.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, it started with trying to make them, giving them whole advice on how to handle their situations, because usually they handle their situations with anger.
Yeah.
or, trying to be superior and all of that. So that's when I come in. Basically, I'm people's Jimmy the Cricket. I play people's conscience.
Yep.
So when they're angry or something, the first thing they do is text me, what should I do? And then I'm like, just calm down. And then I let them know what you should do, and they try it. And a lot of times they're happy with the result because they handled it the right way.
That's amazing. And that makes you feel good too. It's got to make you feel good too, because you're making a difference, and that's the biggest thing, is making a difference in somebody's life.
That is like the biggest payment in the world to me.
Yeah.
Is when someone says you changed my life or you opened my eyes.
Yeah. Exactly, and that's a complete joy to know that you've done something that changed somebody's life, and I love that. It happens to me every now and then.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So we still have those people that, see us as weird or crazy or,
oh, yeah.
Not mentally there. So those are the people I think that are going to be the last result to change their mind.
Mm-hmm.
They're probably the ones that are going to wait till the last minute when something does happen in the world and then be like, oh, my God, they were right.
Yep.
So we don't focus on them. We have to focus on the ones that want to find a path or something to believe in and spark that light back in their eyes.
Exactly.
Because a lot of people are losing faith.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of darkness in the world, and it does make it hard to see the light that's in the world, and I wish that the news and the media would focus a little more on positive things that happen in the world instead of so much of the negative aspects. Yes, there is negative aspects, but, throw in a positive story every now and then.
Exactly. I don't watch the news.
Yeah.
After I did my research and all of that and found out that they're actually manipulated by the elite, and basically they say whatever the elite wants, so I just don't watch the news because now it seems like they instigate situations.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Like, white cop shoots black kid. Why do you have to put color in there?
Exactly.
Not a kid. That's it.
Exactly. You want to make it about something. It's a cop shot a child, and leave it at that. Leave the color. It's just like this whole bathroom thing that's going on, that they're having a connection.
I feel like that's a distraction to something so much bigger that's coming.
I'm thinking, for years we've been doing this. We've been going to the bathroom with transgender people for years. And I have not heard any horror stories about transgender people attacking children in the bath. And first off, I was a mother of 5. Never once did I let my children go in the bathroom by themselves. So personally, if your child is getting molested in the bathroom by any adult, whether they're transgender, homosexual, heterosexual, whatever, that's on you as a bad parent.
Exactly.
But
you would think once you push out a child, your brain clicks on for common sense, but a lot of parents still lack the common sense.
Oh, totally agree. I totally agree. So we're going to change.
I say the same thing. So,
yeah, I mean, if you're a parent, you're supposed to be protecting your child. Period. I mean, it's one thing if it happened and it wasn't in a bathroom and it happened by a relative or something like that you actually trusted. But if it's a stranger danger type of thing, we teach our children don't talk to strangers and don't take candy and don't do this and don't do that. I mean, you can't take the time to go into the bathroom with your child. I mean, I had a son who would go into the bathroom with me in the ladies' room, because there was no way in hell he was going into the men's room by himself. Because first off, I knew he wasn't going to wash his hands if he was in there by himself. That was first and foremost. And I'm going to make sure that, he's wiping and he's doing what he's supposed to do.
Exactly.
That should be the biggest concern, not so much who's peeing next to you. No,
I think they're just trying to find even more reasons to separate us as people, besides religion, money, and race.
Yep.
Now it's other ways to separate us.
Yep.
Basically, they're trying to make us destroy our own country.
Yeah, and it's sad. It's very, very sad. Okay, I'm going to switch gears on you a little bit.
Okay, good.
You make crafts and potions.
Yes.
Can you tell us about some of the stuff that you make?
The potions came naturally to me. Mm-hmm. In my bloodline, I have Taino.
Okay.
I'm Puerto Rican, so my grandparents were medicine men.
Oh, nice.
So it's really crazy the way I do everything. I've never opened a book or researched in a book to do these things. It just comes natural.
See, that's awesome. That's like kitchen witchery for me. It's just when I'm cooking and stuff, I just know what to mix with what.
Exactly.
Yep.
You trust your intuition with your cooking.
Yep.
I'm the same way with life. Like, I just let the universe control my life with her time and space and all that, and, constellation. I don't plan anything or whatever. I also make spell kits for people who want to attempt to make their own spell. Because a lot of times, people don't want to fully trust a stranger doing a spell for them when it's something personal. They want to attempt to do it themselves. And, of course, I give them instructions how to do it, and it's all about visual and intent.
Yeah, and that's something I push all the time. The tools are nothing. It's the intent.
Yeah, you could sit in the middle of the grass for hours and just visualize your desire, and you're manifesting it.
Yes.
Because you're visualizing it. So to me, it's very important. What else? I make oils. Those are actually very popular in my shop. I make different oils, scents, fragrant oils that are good for you, eucalyptic and all that.
Oh, nice.
It's all organic and natural. I also make powerful oils, like for third eye, the chakras, money, love, health, whatever you desire, I make an oil for it. I can even mix oils, so if you need protection and wealth, I can mix them into one bottle. Things like that, And I'm really good with crystals and herbs and anything involving them. What else do I make? I also make summon spirit teddy bears.
Ooh.
They're stuffed animals, and I basically make a little hole in them, and I stuff them with crystals for children who can't sleep or have depression or whatever, and you just give them the teddy bear, and the crystals are in the teddy bear.
See, that's beautiful. See, I like that. I just, I started making, I make poppets. And,
awesome.
Yeah, I made pillow poppets. I made 2 different pillow poppets, a pink one and a blue one, to help children with, I stuff them with herbs for nightmares and to help them sleep and stuff. And they're 20 inches tall, so they're more like a doll, basically, than a poppet now. But they look like a poppet, but they have cute little rosy cheeks so that they don't scare the children.
That's awesome. I always wanted to also find, like, the old-fashioned rag dolls.
Oh, yes.
To put crystals and stuff in, and I can't find the original rag dolls.
You might be able to get the patterns. I don't know how you are with sewing, but they do have, like, the patterns and stuff for Raggedy Ann dolls and stuff like that at some of the fabric shops and stuff like that.
Awesome.
Yep.
Yeah,
so you might be able to check that out.
Honest, Michael's is expensive.
Oh, yes. Yes. Yeah. And it's hard to find anything that's eclectic, or pagan oriented in a Michael's. It's the same with Hobby Lobby. So, you can't really find those in there. Yeah. They don't really like that stuff, but, what can you do?
Yeah,
but you also create blessed items. What's the process that you use for that?
I bless them for about 3 days on my altar. I have, like, so many altars. I think every corner of my house is an altar for either a deity or an angel or something. And depending on what I'm blessing, I'll use one of the altars. I light a candle. I like to buy those 7-day candles.
Yes.
And I bless it for 3 days with that by summoning one of the arts, depending on whatever art they choose or whatever energy they choose, because sometimes they want a goddess energy or something, not an angel. And what I do is I have this thing where when I talk to the deities or whatever, when I summon them, my eyes are closed the whole time, so I can picture them in front of me. And I'm speaking to them like I'm speaking to you. So it's like, how they say God is whatever image you think God is. Well, me, I believe the deities and the angels, they all have a sense of humor. And they're actually kind of down to earth. It's crazy to say, I actually had Gabriel be my conscious voice for a little while.
Oh, nice.
And a lot of people think, he's an arc, he's sweet. No. They put you in your place.
Yeah.
They make sure they put you in your place. Because when I call him Gabe, he's like, dude, I am not your friend.
do not shorten my name.
Yeah.
See, I feel that way about goddesses and gods too. I think that they're just like us, and a simple thank you instead of going through this whole entire ritual to say thank you. I think if you just take the time to say thank you, that goes a long way,
Yeah. Because a lot of people make the images of God or goddesses like intimidating, or ready for war or battle, and I'm like, not all of them are like that. Some of them are actually like little jokers or tricksters or things like that. Like Loki, he's known to be a trickster and test your faith. It all depends who you call upon, and I think they're pretty easy to call upon. All you got to do is just ask them to come to you. Visualize what you think they would look like in your mind and conversate. And you know what? You're going to start to feel the energy around you changing. Either it gets colder or warmer, or you'll feel tingling behind your neck or something like that. And then that's how I know that that energy is there with me. And usually when I get feedback, they can feel that energy once they open their magic mail.
Now, you work with way more than just one.
Yeah, I work with everyone. I'm so cosmic. I think I'm some kind of alien. I believe in starseeds.
Yes.
A lot. And I believe that I am a starseed from Andromeda because I've had dreams about that galaxy for some reason. And I don't know why, but I'm obsessed with the universe and space and the art that it looks, how beautiful it looks, and, how there's millions of universes, so you never really stop learning. It's just a never-ending research.
Yes.
And,
exactly.
Being cosmic has taught me that we even have aliens on Earth in human form, starseeds, and they're here to help Gaia, because Gaia needs help.
Oh, yes, she does.
I tap into different realms, and I think the farthest I can go is maybe 11, and I've learned there's 14, but I think there might be more realms.
Wow. Now, do you work with Lemurian crystals?
I actually love the crystal, but I don't have one.
Oh, yeah.
I'm the type to find big chunks. I love big chunks.
Yes.
And they're not easy to find.
Yeah, well, I know the Lemurian crystals, what they're saying is those are cosmic crystals. Those come from the same place that our star children came from and stuff like that. And from what I hear from people who have actually held them and stuff, they carry a totally different vibration than your regular crystals that you get.
Mandatory on my shopping list.
Lemurian crystals have to have. Yeah, exactly. I would love. I just want one. I want one that's double pointed, and that's all I want. And I would be happy just to say I have that one, because I just want to be able. I would love to just be able to hold it in my hand just to see, because I've heard some amazing stuff. Yeah. Exactly. I'm like, I want to touch it. I get that grabby hand thing. Let me touch it. Let me touch it. I just want to touch it.
Oh, like the little gremlin from Lord of the Rings.
Yes, my precious. Yes, exactly. And that's the way I would probably be with it, too. I'd be like, don't touch it. It's mine. It's my precious.
I'm like that with 3 crystals. There's 3 crystals I love to use for everything. And that's the labradorite, because to me, for some reason, labradorite kind of, for some reason, I get the vibe that it's God's stone. It represents the male energy, the seer, the prophet.
Yes.
I also like rainbow moonstone, because that to me is the female energy. That's the goddess. That's, women and things like that. And opalite. I know it's man-made. A lot of people don't like man-made stones. But
it's
when
pretty,
I
though.
Opalite, yes. It connects with your third eye and the angelic realm. So it's knocking out 2 birds with 1 stone.
Yeah, can't beat that. See, my go-to stone is the amethyst. I don't know why. I mean, for the longest time, it was onyx. It was just that's all I ever wanted was onyx. But as the empath side of me has grown, I tend to gravitate now more towards the amethyst. The amethyst is more of a protection stone to me, even more so than the tiger's eye, which is kind of weird, because tiger's eye was my stone for a while too, but now it's all amethyst. It's like it's a calming stone for me. It actually brings my emotions. Yeah, it brings my emotions into check and makes me realize that not everything I'm feeling is mine. And I don't have to own all the feelings that I'm feeling, which is kind of cool. I'm like, oh, I don't have to own this one. This one's not mine. Good. Poof. Go away. Go away.
Selenite does that for me, too. Every time I touch selenite, I feel like my aura has extended like 3 feet away from my body.
I did a wand with selenite. It came out really, really nice with feathers and stuff. It was like a little smudging type of wand.
Picture.
Yeah, I'll show you a picture of that one. But we're going to take our last break right now. And when we come back, we are going to talk a little bit about empath stuff too. So don't go anywhere. We will be right back. This is a message from Hawthorne at Magic in Your Living Room. The Etsy shop includes ritual programs and gorgeous altar cloths. We feature ready-to-use rituals for only $3 or less. You get step-by-step instructions, including a list of necessary items, how to set up the altar, and a complete program for all ritual activity. We also have beautiful altar cloths for all holidays. Magic in Your Living Room is located at Etsy at www.etsy.com/shop/magic in living room or at www.magicinyourlivingroom.com.
I'm going to share with you a company founded on passion. A passion dreamed into existence by two lightworkers to share the gift of holistic healing with the world. Acting on the belief that infusing ritualistic components like the use of crystals and moon cycles, Reiki and more, enhances the quality and energetic profile of their alchemic creations and their spiritual workings. A passion for the rare and unique that touches all they create and do. What is this wonder-filled place, you ask? It's the altruistic apothecary, a place of magical items, like rune sets, god and goddess statues, amulets and talismans, incense, balms, bath salts, and more. A place of spiritual guidance and healing from an intuitive medicine woman, holistic health practitioner, and Reiki master, offering spiritual medium readings, rune readings, healing sessions, and more. It's there. They're ready. The door is open. All you have to do is ask, and they will share with you all the secrets they possess to help you on your path. Find them on Facebook or on their website, www.altruisticapothecary.com, ALTRUISTICAPOTHECARY.com. Wonder awaits you.
And welcome back, everybody, to Walking the Crooked Path. I am your host, Raven Wings. Have a wonderful Beltane day, by the way, everyone. I am here with Cyprius Sky, and we're talking about everything. So if you missed any part of the show, I will have it up on the YouTube channel, so make sure you go over there and check it out, along with all the other host shows. Check them all out, because we have some excellent hosts on this station, so check them all out, like them, give us the thumbs up and subscribe. So
support.
Exactly. Support. We need support for the station. So support us, because, we donate our time. We don't get paid for this. We come in here to help you guys out and give you information so you can learn new things and meet new people. And we just want you guys to have fun with it too. So give us some support. But anyway, we were talking about an empath and how you can feel others' emotions and stuff like that. But you also say that you feel others' emotions. So is that the empathic point, or do you have a different name for it?
That is definitely the empathic point. And the what also comes with being empathic is kind of like we're like lie detector tests. Mm-hmm. You kind of can tell when someone's lying to you.
I totally
being
agree
an empath, I say it's a blessing, but it's also a curse.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. Now, with your empath ability and your psychic ability, do you sometimes feel like feelings of spirits or angels or stuff like that at the same time too?
All the time. It's getting to the point where my husband's not like me. He's not awake or anything. He's the opposite. He's a normal person who goes to work and pays bills. And even he'll be like, I don't know what it is, but the air feels heavy and all that. So now he's even getting the senses of, wait, something's not right with the air here. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's just as easy as that, observing the difference when you walk into your house. Mm-hmm. Is it a light air? Can you breathe? Or is it a heavy air?
Yeah, I get that walking into people's houses and in some businesses and stuff. And there are certain small businesses that I've walked into that I've walked right back out of. just because it just wasn't right. It's like, yep, nope, I'm not buying anything here. It's
your emotions and everything, they linger in those four walls and they stay there unless you stage it out and air it out, air out your house and everything like that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I love spring and fall cleaning. That's my favorite time of the year. That's where I wash all my walls.
I still need to do my spring cleaning. I'm behind.
I had fun with mine. I did mine just recently, not too long ago. So, and we did painting too. So, I got to wash the walls and paint them. So, yeah, I was determined to get all the negative energy out of the house. I was like, no, negative's got to go.
There you go.
Exactly. I'm like, nope, got to go. But you also say you can see in the past up to 10 years. See into the past and then up to 10 years in the future. What is it like to have that ability?
Well, the past thing started actually with looking in people's eyes. I always say the eyes are the windows to the soul.
Mm-hmm.
So when I talk to people, a lot of people see it as rude, but I don't look in the eyes because I can see everybody's trauma. Everybody's been through some kind of trauma experience in their life that has changed them in some way.
Oh, yes.
And I get to see that in their eyes. So I don't look in the eyes of people when I speak to them. I also, I say it's kind of like the psychic thing is similar to a seer.
Mm-hmm.
The seers are more where they can tap into other dimensions easier than a psychic. A psychic is limited to what they can see. They're chosen by the divine to see a certain thing.
Mm-hmm.
They're not supposed to see past that.
Okay.
But as a seer, you can tap into as deep as you want. The problem is that it can put your physical body in danger if you tap in too far. Like you'll end up with a nosebleed or the flu the next day or something like that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It's all about experiencing. Like, you don't know something until you try it.
Yeah.
And I tell people the same thing with astral projecting. They're so scared to astral project because of Insidious.
Mm-hmm.
The movie literally tainted them from trying to experience soul travel. And I told them it's just as easy as daydreaming. Once you start daydreaming, your soul is slightly already kind of moving away from your body because you're seeing visions.
Mm-hmm.
Daydreams to me are visions.
See, I was going to ask you about that too with the astral travel. I remember the first time I had ever heard of it, it was, I think, Shirley MacLaine who had started talking about it, and everybody thought she was nuts, and how she had the cord that was almost like an umbilical cord, and she could travel wherever she wanted to. See, I think it would be cool. It's kind of scary, but yet cool.
It is
all at the same time.
The 2 times I've experienced astral projecting, they were by accident.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't intending to astral. I was actually sleeping, and I thought I was dreaming, and I saw myself walk out of my bed, go downstairs for water. I looked at the front door for 10 minutes. Without moving, I just stared at the front door. And then all I remember is going back upstairs, and I saw spirit. I saw a little boy in 18th century clothes staring at me across the hallway. And I freaked out because I was trying to open my bedroom door, but my hand kept going through the knob, like you're a ghost.
Oh, wow.
And I was freaking out, and I just, all of a sudden, I don't know how. I twitched my toe. They say when you twitch your toe or your finger, you can come right back.
Ah.
So I twitched my foot. I tried to twitch my foot, and I couldn't wake up. And ever since that, it scared the crap out of me. I have not worked on it.
Yeah.
I have been researching it. And I heard when you have a successful astral, it is the best experience of your life because you can travel anywhere.
Yeah. See, and that would be cool. That's like being a fly on the wall. It would just be cool to be able to do something like that. I would love to be able to do that.
Yeah, you want to go to Paris, go there and sit on top of the Eiffel Tower.
Exactly, and it doesn't cost you any airfare miles. So,
Nope.
Cheapest way to travel.
Yep.
Now, you connect with angels and guides for people. Does everyone have their own personal angel or guide?
Yes. Everybody has a guide or an ancestor that is giving them the strength to survive in the new generation of what's going on in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, with what's going on in this world, our ancestors would have not survived it, but they're helping us survive it because the changes. Some of us have loved ones that passed away. They can be our guides, where they automatically attach to you because they bonded with you in the physical world.
Okay.
Some of us have angels. Some of us have deities. Some of us have, I know people who work with demonology, and they have demons as their guides, but to them, those demons are not evil in a way. Like, this person is not an evil person.
Yeah.
Those demons are more like protectors. Gargoyles.
Okay.
There you go. And gargoyles, a lot of people have animals, dragons, animal spirits, animals that reflect our characteristics. Like mine is the panther. I'm an observer. I like to watch people's, behavior and what they're doing. Some of us have Native American because a lot of us have Native American in our blood.
Yeah.
So it all depends on the person. Everybody has, some people are fascinated that they'll wind up having dragon energy with them, and they're like, what the hell? I didn't even know dragons existed. And I'm like, they don't physically exist, but their energies exist.
Yeah. Yeah, see, I work with fae magic and stuff, and there is dragons and trolls and gnomes and all kinds of stuff involved.
I'm always getting robbed by fairies.
Oh yeah, yeah. I have they're tricksters, and they're like ferrets. That's what they remind me of. Because I had a ferret. My ferret used to steal my keys and hide them. Anything shiny. They love the shiny stuff. So if you have one that's always hiding stuff on you, try leaving out cream. And like sugar cookies and stuff and like pretty stones for them, and ask them nicely if they can please return whatever they've hidden. And a lot of times you'll find it where you've already looked. It's really weird.
That's good. I didn't even think about the sugar cookies or anything.
Yeah.
Everybody told me sugar, cinnamon, honey or wine.
Yep.
Sometimes they like alcohol.
Yep. And they do love cream. If you can give them cream, they love cream too. So, yeah. And you just ask them really nicely. You're like, here, this is for you. Can you please give me back what you've taken? Because I really need it, and you just play nice with them. Because they're most of them, there are fae that are mean. They are little devils and demons in disguise, let me tell you. And they're not like everybody sees them in pictures and stuff like, Tinkerbell and Pixies. No, that's not exactly what they look like. But yeah, I mean, you just have to play nice with them, and a lot of times
I've actually seen them only in like balls of light.
Yeah, I've seen them
misty light.
It's almost like moths to me. That's about the only way to describe it. But they're like bright. They're like bright flying moths, so it's kind of weird. And dragonflies. A lot of times I've seen dragonflies with little fae on their back. It's just like a little light on the top of their back.
That's so cute.
Yeah, it's weird. The fae are really cool though. You connect with people. You connect people with their loved ones, like, and do you find it easier at certain times of the year? Like right now is Beltane, which is the total opposite of Samhain, but they say that the veil in between is thinner now, and it's Samhain just at those two times of the year. Do you find it easier to connect with people with their loved ones and stuff at this time of the year and during Halloween?
Well, as a seer, I actually can connect at any time. Like, a lot of people, kind of take it as me, I guess, tooting my own horn, but I'm not trying to. I can multitask. I can give a reading, watch TV, drink coffee, and take care of my kids at the same time.
That's a good thing.
It's just part of my ability. It already came strong already. So no matter what time of the year it is, you could even be 4,000 miles away from me. All I need is a recent picture of you, and I can see your whole life, your whole energy, who's attached to you, how old your soul is, how many lives you lived, things like that, and you can tell from your bloodline what kind of magic you have in your bloodline, because a lot of people don't realize they have magic in them, either voodoo or something like that from their ancestors.
Oh, that's awesome. See, I got to have you do me a detailed reading eventually. I really do. And see, I would rather have somebody who's confident in their ability than somebody who second guesses themselves. So I love the fact that you're very confident in your ability. Now, you talk about an arc. We are talking about an archangel, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so you work with all of the archangels. That would be Gabriel and the whole crew.
I work with most of them. Some of them are hard-headed.
Okay.
I must be honest. Some of them are so hard-headed. Some of them I will not summon. Like, one archangel I will not summon is Samal, because each archangel represents a characteristic from the divine. They are here to help us because the divine basically has so much to do that he can't help one individual person out of the whole world and the universe. So the archangels are his middlemen. And Samal is the one that likes to test your faith. He kind of represents the dark side of the divine.
Okay.
Like the kind that would trick your, test your faith and, just to see if you scare easily. Things like that. So he's a tricky archangel. But then you have, like, the special ones like Michael, who's the general sergeant of the army. And Gabriel, who's the messenger. He's the tattletailer. That's what I call him. Because he tells the secrets of heaven to people and gets in trouble for it. He's actually the one that gave, I forgot what his name was, the one in the Bible with the Dead Sea Scrolls. That they dropped it in the river. He gave, I think it was Daniel's his name in the Bible. He gave him the scrolls, and the other angels weren't too happy about that, and they hid them in caves by Jerusalem. They were actually found and put in museums, which is kind of sad.
Yeah, well,
something so powerful could be put in a museum.
Yeah, not to mention the fact that that the Catholic religion and stuff isn't going to ever let us see them.
No, and that's the part that sucks, because, like, we should all be prepared. There's a warfare that's been started for years.
Exactly.
And the reason the angels come here, and they have come to me, I've only been working with angels maybe 2 or 3 years. So the reason they have came to me is because the spiritual warfare is already beginning. They're trying to recruit and see what side your soul lies on. Are you an evil, conniving person, or are you the type to shed light? And that's how they know what side you're on, so that when the war begins, they know what side you're fighting on. I don't believe in a judgment day, though.
No.
To be honest.
I've come to terms that, each life is part of our judgment. You know what I mean? We have to keep living our lives. I totally believe in reincarnation. I think we have to keep living our lives over and over again until we get it right. You know?
And I always try to make people realize that everything has another way of thinking about things. Like, one thing a lot of people don't know how to do is step out of themselves and step into someone else's situation when they're telling you their situation. And that's what being empathic is, too. You know how to step out of your own skin and step into someone else's skin and feel what they feel.
Exactly. Well, our time is just about up. My goodness, it's amazing how fast an hour flies, and I would so love to talk to you more, so I will probably have you on again.
I wouldn't mind. I love you.
I've had so much fun. Now, is there a way people can get in touch with you to get readings or look at your items to buy and stuff like that?
Yes, I actually run like a couple of pages on Facebook. I'm a very big social media person.
Okay.
Because I like to give readings all over the world.
Oh, wonderful.
So Facebook, the name is Jacqueline, Jaclyn, Cyprius, Cyprius, Sky, Sky, and Newman, Neumann, and that's my personal Facebook. And I also have a business page called the Universal Cauldron where I sell all my items.
Okay, wonderful. And what I will do is put those links up on the Walking the Crooked Path page. That way you guys can click on those links and get a hold of Cyprius Sky yourself if you want a reading or want to look at her items. So, but thank you so much, Cyprius. It has been so awesome talking to you.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much. And guys, I will be back on Thursday doing a hoodoo show on The Essential Witch, and I will have Reverend Terry Brookins co-hosting with me. And next week on Walking the Crooked Path, I have author and druid Ellen Everett Hopman coming on to talk. So I hope everybody has a great Beltane, and I will see you on Thursday. Have a great day.
Namaste.